My dear brothers and sisters, today we are going to create a juice from some heirloom historic apples and pears, cucumbers and kale. So let's begin, and we're going to start with a Gravenstein apple. This is a classic apple. It's grown in Sebastopol. It's been growing there going maybe 100, 150 years at least, if not more. It's an apple originally from Europe. It's beautifully colored, as you see. It's a California classic. So let's juice a Gravenstein. And here we go. And now we're going to juice a couple Seckel pears. Seckel pear also goes way back. A classic, going back, I think, to the early 19th century at least. Originated in New England. It has very special, very, very sweet, delicate flavor. Another historic American classic. So here we go with Seckel pears. And then, why not juice an organic California cucumber? Why not? So here we go. And why not conclude with dinosaur kale, grown right here in the Bay Area, a most vibrant kale originating in Italy, dinosaur kale. Nothing, no vegetable that I know of is as nutrient dense and as health-giving as kale. And of course, the one legacy that we've learned from the raw food movement, or one of its legacies, is that it's not so much the minerals and the vitamins as the life force in a food. All of these leaves, you can be sure, are surrounded by an aura of life energy. Call it what you will. And this, of course, this is passed on into our juice. So let's go ahead and let's do a dinosaur kale. So there you have it. There you have it. Historic heirloom apples, heirloom pears, alive organic cucumbers, and dinosaur Kale. What could be more vibrant, more suited to these times of estrangement and lockdowns and social distancing and all that? Let's vivify ourselves. Let's make ourselves as alive and as vibrant and as vital as we possibly can. So this is to your good health and vivacity, my dear brothers and sisters. And I would like to say a few words, if I may, on the fact that Americans spend more on health care than any other nation. Nearly something like 20% of gross national product. Imagine, nearly 1/5 of all the wealth we produce each year is spent on medical care. And yet, the U.S. is ranked last in terms of quality of care. According to the Commonwealth Fund's International Healthcare Performance Report, the U.S. has the lowest access to, people in the U.S. have the lowest access to healthcare, the worst administrative efficiency, and the poorest healthcare outcomes. Several investigations have concluded that conventional medicine in general, and medical errors in particular, are among the leading causes of death in the United States. The U.S. also has a staggering infant mortality rate. Out of 195 countries, the U.S. is in 50th place. Life expectancy here in these United States has also been sliding for the last 3 years in a row. And if this were not tragic enough, despite the hundreds of billions spent every year on medical care, almost nothing is done by way of prevention. So that is why, my dearest brothers and sisters, we at Living Tree Community call for a day of fasting, a day of contrition, a day of introspection. Imagine, brothers and sisters, imagine the nation, these United States, fasting on water. When you think about it, what else is there for us to do as divided as we are? A fast on water for 24 hours. And let's follow that. Let's follow that with a day of fruits and vegetables, organic, of course. And follow that with a day of creating community gardens and edible schoolyards. In other words, what we are suggesting is that instead of inflation, depression, and war, we are suggesting, as the Bible says, that we choose life. That we choose life so that we shall live. So it seems we've got to take our health into our own hands. We urge you to consider some basics. Beginning with food. Make food your medicine. Eat alive, organic foods with emphasis on leafy greens. A green drink with every meal. In a blender, lettuce, celery, Swiss chard, kale, parsley, with spring water. Blend them up and partake. In all of our experience, nothing can be more healing, more salubrious than finely divided greens. And of course, vigorous exercise every morning and stretches every evening. Plenty of restful sleep and getting sun exposure daily if at all possible. And in your backyard, or even dig up your front lawn in front of your house and plant a victory garden. Plant a victory garden. So and experience the privilege and joy of going out to your garden and harvesting your salad greens for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you live in an apartment, as more and more of us do, still you can grow wheatgrass and sunflower sprouts. Also, join a community garden. Come together. Come together with brothers and sisters in growing the food you eat and breathing life back to this American earth. So we say, get growing, America. Let us go forward. Let us go forward towards renewal and regeneration. That's the task of our generation. My privilege to share with you. Your comments are treasured.